Hi, I'm Jay Kurtz with MMA Futures. Standing alongside me, Dwight Joseph. How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir. How you doing?
Dwight, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want to start with a little bit of your background.
All right.
It's brought to my attention that you're not originally from America. Can you tell me where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Liberia, West Africa.
How long have you been in the States?
Since December of 1999.
What was life like growing up for you?
In Liberia?
Yes.
A lot different from here, I'll tell you that. I mean, Liberia is a completely different country. It's a third world country, and different situations and circumstances you grew up in. But
your trials and tribulations that you went through in Africa, do you think that kind of transfers over to maybe how you train and the person you are in the MMA world?
Well, one thing I know about the people of Liberia, they have a lot of resiliency, and you know, maybe I apply that a little bit to training. I don't know what it's got to do with mixed martial arts as a combat sport, but I don't know. Maybe growing up in a war zone has a
I tell you, can't hurt.
I don't know.
I had a chance to talk to your coach, and he has nothing but good to say about you, both inside and outside the ring. And that really brings me to the point to think maybe there's something just a little deeper than fighting there. Tell me, what type of person do you want to be perceived as when you're outside of the ring?
Well, I mean, anybody that know me know that when I'm outside the ring, I'm nothing but smiles and laughter. That's all I just like to have a good time, you know. And inside the cage, I go and I do what I have to do. I have no animosity towards my opponent or whatnot. You know, we just do what we have to do, and when we're done, we hug it up, and, you know.
I know you're very technically sound. I've had the privilege to watch a couple of your fights. You're a great fighter. And once again, I want to touch back on maybe your upbringing and where you were. I just see something a little more out of you than I see out of some of the guys. Is maybe rolling around the MMA a little easier for you because of the struggles that you've had in the past?
Well, I really don't know if I can say that. I do know one thing. I love training and I enjoy training. It's what I like doing. So I'm only doing this because I like it, because it's you know, it's too much hard work to be doing if I didn't have my heart in it. So
where would you be at today if MMA was not in your life?
God, I think I'd be a little depressed, to be honest. Like, I mean, I went to school, I graduated. I'd probably, be working a regular job after graduation and not having this, to do this to keep me happy. So I'd be a regular person.
And it seems like you found a home here in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your gym and the guys that are surrounding you here in Lincoln?
Oh, man, I started training here in April of 2011, and, we had a bunch of nice guys who welcomed me in and showed me some good stuff, and they were always supportive of me. In fact, when I started training, I had no intentions of competing, and they talked me into competing, and eventually I started competing. So it's always been a good group of guys around me to help support me.
What's your amateur record as of now?
It's 7-0.
7-0. So it's about time.
It's getting to that point, isn't it?
You know the next question, don't you?
It's getting to that point.
When's the pro bell ring?
I would say by the summer.
By this summer?
Yeah, by this summer.
You're gonna be going pro?
Yes, I think it's probably close to that time.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years here in the sport of MMA?
I would love to just keep training and keep getting better, and hopefully the better I get, the better I do, and yeah, so make some progression towards.
Well, I know guys out there in this sport, they love to see good guys make it. Yeah. Guys like Brian Houston that you're following, and some of your upcoming guys, because you are the future. I don't see with the way you're going, UFC in your near future. How would you feel if you got a call to go to UFC?
Come on, man. You're being too nice. I mean, I would love it. Who wouldn't like it? I mean, all the work I put in, I would love to have the opportunity. But we take it one day at a time, one training session at a time, and the goal is to get better, because as long as you get better, you're gonna progress. So.
And you've been doing this for how long now?
I started training April 2011, so this April will make it 3 years.
It'll be 3 years.
Yeah.
And after 3 years, do you already find yourself mentoring some of the younger guys?
I don't try to mentor people, but if they ask me for help, I'm more than happy to provide the help, because it was provided to me too when I first walked in the gym, and it's still been provided to me. You mentioned guys like Brian Houston and Anthony Smith. Whenever I work with those guys, or even Dwight Johnson, I have lots of guys in here. Robert Rojas, helping me grow every day. So
I'm Jay Kurtz with Dwight Joseph with MMA Futures. We are the future.